welcome back to my channel. We are with my best friend Sharon. Oh yeah, I know, Lisa's my best friend, Sharon's my best friend. You're allowed to have two best friends. And Sharon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sharon Martinez-Kaler, and I'm an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay.
Yay! And so we've set up, you can't really see it too well because we're off camera, but we're set up just like she was doing a demonstration in your home or anyone's home. And we're gonna go ahead and she's gonna do a half face tutorial with some of her products. So you know how I love to get dolled up, right, people?
So now you've got your face all refreshed and you're ready to go. If you at this point wanted to then put on any product, that's when we would start moving into the foundations and eyeliners and things like that.
Okay.
So just as important as it is to moisturize and keep sunscreen on your face, you need to make sure that if you're going to use any kind of foundations, you need to use a primer.
Okay.
And you can appreciate this as an artist. If you ever try to paint a wall without priming, and you've taught me this, that paint is like your skin. It's just gonna go, it's gonna suck in all of that color.
Right.
And it's not gonna be even coverage, and you're just going to really not have an effective use of your moisturizing foundation. You wanna make sure you have a primer on first. And so foundation primer is what you wanna use.
Okay.
Now,
so to get an even coat, like when you're painting, that was her analogy. When you're painting, to get an even coat, you put down a primer. So the same thing with your skin. So that's wonderful.
Right. Feel this. This is like
again, back of my hand.
You can use the back of your hand, but you're gonna put this actually on your face.
Ooh, that's not even.
That's a little bit too much. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's not even. I thought it was gonna be tinted. It's like.
It's clear, and it feels so soft going on your face. So I gave you a little more. I'm a little heavy-handed. Sometimes I waste my products. But this is called foundation primer, and really so important. And it even has the SPF 15 in it, just to give you a little extra sunscreen as well.
And where does this go?
This goes all over, again, all through here. You want to avoid the eye area because you are going to not put foundation on your eyelids. But if you use any kind of eyeshadow, we have actual eye primer instead.
Oh, you have special eye primer. Okay.
Right. And the eye primer can even be used on the lips as well because the skin is really a lot more sensitive. Doesn't it feel so silky?
It really does.
It's so soft.
It's weird. It doesn't feel like anything. Almost. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is the comment I hear the most. I don't feel like I even put this on.
Right, exactly.
But it's so soft.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Give me guys. I'm having an ASMR moment, guys. Hold on. It really is. I mean, first of all, it feels like it's filling in all of my lines and imperfections, which it probably is. And it feels like it's it's taking the moisturizer, which was like a 10, and making it like a 20 plus. If that makes sense. It's making me feel like I just enrobed in.
And it's really important to follow the steps of doing this because the moisturizer basically locks in everything else. So everything else that you've done to treat your face, the moisturizer is locking everything in. That is really protecting. That's like that final barrier to protect your skin.
Now, would you put this on your neck too, or at least your blend area?
Just a little bit in the blend area as well, because again, it's filling in those little areas. But it's really a soft and super light product.
Really, I want to just put it everywhere.
It doesn't feel like you have so many things on your face.
I feel like I just want to put it everywhere. I feel like you're not
gonna put foundation on your feet, so you don't really need to put it on there. But you can use just our satin hand product on it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit extra away. Sorry for using a little too much.
Did you see? So you saw how much she gave me, and she took more than half away. So really, you're
really just a little dot will do.
Maybe like a pea size almost.
Probably a pea or a dime, maybe.
Okay.
Like if it's in a circle, like a dime. Okay. So let's talk about foundations. I know that most of the time, again, you don't get dolled up. And when she gets dolled up, doesn't she look gorgeous? She's gorgeous anyway, but when she gets dolled up, it's like, wow. But foundation is something that people really need to be comfortable with. And we have two different types of, we have a few different kinds of foundations. We also have powder foundations, and that's something I could show you another time. Or like the powder to liquid foundations, that kind of stuff, the pressed foundations. But what I like to work with is the liquids.
Okay.
Now, in Florida, one of our favorite products is known as the CC cream. This is fantastic. This is a lighter foundation. It is a color correcting foundation.
Okay.
I believe that's where the CC comes from. And it comes in a lot of shades. So what I've chosen for you, and we're going to color match you now, but what I've chosen for you is very light. The one after this is called light,
Okay.
After that, I believe it's called Corpse. No, I'm just kidding. And it goes to deep to very deep. So we have
She's
for
a
all
Latina.
skin
She's
tone,
allowed to say that.
right? And as a Latina, I tend to use the light to medium beige or the medium to dark beige, depending on what season it is. But the reason I love this foundation is because it is so light. And
Right.
when you're putting things on your face, you don't want to feel that caked on.
No.
There are times, if it's that time of the month or something, or I might have a breakout. Sometimes I do. But sometimes I'll use our regular liquid foundation if I really feel like I need a deeper, heavier coverage. But I don't like to wear a heavy makeup with that because I like my skin to really show.
Does this go here or on me?
It can go right in your tray.
Okay.
Or even, I find it's easier to do it here.
Okay,
because you
good.
can actually use a brush on this.
Oh, okay.
So we're just going to give it 2 little pumps.
It's new.
It's new, okay? And that really is probably enough. We're going to first color match. So what I want you to do is take your finger there, and you're going to go right here by your jawline.
Okay.
A quick little line in there and see how it blends. And you shouldn't be able to see it. If you can see it, it's too dark. And it's okay to have different foundations for different years or seasons because we don't always have our same color. I just spent a week in DC with our 8th graders and it was snowing. I look the color of snow right now, so I had to switch down to the lighter foundation.
Okay.
In a few weeks, I might have to go back. So you can't even see
No,
it.
it looks good.
And that
Good
means that
match.
that's the color for you. What I would like to show you to do is use a brush. And I gotta tell you, we sell these lines of brushes and they are fantastic. I use this brush again and again and again. I wash it out with just gentle palm olive, or even we have a brush cleaner, but you don't really need that. And they last forever.
Okay.
So you wanna do this as if you're painting
No
your face.
shampoo or conditioner?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope, you just wanna use a gentle little like Dawn or anything else.
Okay.
Quickly get it out, and you wanna do that and just sit it upright so it dries.
All right, perfect.
Okay, and you're gonna paint your face. So you're gonna really be like
Really?
going like this.
Okay.
And you're going to stroke up and down. And the reason you don't go up, everybody has hair on their face. And it's these tiny little fiber hairs that you don't really see. But if you bring in the brush this way, it's gonna bring them all up.
Oh,
And they're gonna be
yes.
standing at attention. So you wanna brush down like this. And you wanna come across from the brow line there. And you wanna blend deep into the neck like this, into your jawline.
Okay.
Up through the nose, etc. So I'm going to allow you to do that, and you're very comfortable with a paintbrush because
Yes.
there is pretty much nothing that Jeri-Ann can't do. She happens to be an amazing artist. She hasn't even shown you those videos yet of what she can paint and create and craft and all of that. It's almost not fair. It really isn't.
We're gonna do a half face tutorial. I think for lighting purposes, we're gonna do the right side. Okay. Plus, I'm a righty, so that's easier. I'm cheating. So, ooh, yeah. I probably put too much on there, right?
That's okay because then you're going to use the brush and blend it. And you
Okay.
can do the whole face with the foundation if you'd like to because you have a before and after picture as well. So
Oh, that's true.
we took a before and after. So why don't you do the whole face?
It's not so dramatic that way.
But when we
Is
do
this
the
also-
eyes, you will see.
Is this also a concealer?
This is also concealer, so it is a 2-in-1. It's like a color and concealer. Be
Okay.
careful in your eye area. You don't want to put too much.
Okay.
But speaking of the eye area, this is the magic wand. This is our under eye concealer,
Okay.
and this is like a little just amazing thing. When I have nights when I'm up grading papers and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I have to get up at 5 the next morning, or you just have that night or you're just tired or whatever, this gets rid of all those little black spots under the eyes. I call it the magic wand. A few little dots. I'm going to do myself right here. A few little quick dots right there under the eye. Thank you for the camera to let me see what I'm doing. Because, and you want to always blend with the 3rd finger, which is your ring finger.
Right.
The reason for that is because it has the least amount of pressure and nerves, and so it causes the least amount of bruising. And if you don't believe me, unless you're really talented, if you try to lift that finger independently, it's really hard. It has like the least amount of actual muscle and motor control there.
Oh, yeah.
So that also is the best for your face, and you always want to come like this, outwards,
Okay.
so that you are like almost those little water pockets under there. You're helping to kind of massage them and break them up.
Okay.
So you do that a little bit more. I call it the magic wand.
Sorry, people. This is really fun.
And this is great for when you're touching up even after work or midday and you go in the mirror and you go, wow, we're having a rough day. Okay?
Well, I don't know if you know this or if you guys know this, but I tend to suffer from anemia, and it's what creates the dark circles under your eyes. A lot of people, if you see have like dark eyes here, when that means that they're low in iron. So That's a good thing. Can I use that?
Absolutely. And you would actually put this on over the foundation.
Oh,
if you put it
okay.
on underneath it kind of is counter.
Right. Oh, that's true.
So you would actually use it over. And you
Oh,
would just
perfect.
put a few quick little dots and blend it in like that. That
Do I
looks
use a Q-tip
amazing.
or anything for the, because it's a sample, or?
Well, that's a sample, so you might want to then
Yeah.
just spread it like on your,
Okay.
okay, because we try not to use it on people's faces.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a sample, otherwise you get your own. It's worth it, I promise. I'm gonna put that brush up there, we're just gonna rinse that out later.
Okay. Ooh.
And this is,
I got a lot more.
I mean, do you see how light that CC cream is?
Yes.
It really feels like
I
nothing's
didn't
in
want
your
to
face.
stop brushing my.
I know. And you don't even see it, which is
Okay.
beautiful, except that it looks.
Excuse me. Can I put this on top too, like on my dark lids? No.
Well,
Okay. Leave it
you
for the
probably
primer.
wouldn't need it. You
Okay.
would just put some primer up there, because if
Okay.
you're going to put shadow.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
I
Third
failed.
finger. Yep. Nice. Perfect blend. Look at that. That looks great.
Ooh.
And when
Good
just
morning.
a little tip, when you're looking in the
morning.
mirror, she happens to be looking down because I have a little cosmetic mirror set up, but you always want to look up because nobody looks good looking down. You always want to look up, get the chin.
I don't know.
ears
She's
up
talking
the
about. I
chin.
look good from every direction. Just saying.
That's what her
All right.
husband thinks.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your foundation. So again, if you're looking for something quick and efficient, we call this a dash out the door routine. You've got your
Okay.
5 to 10 minute quick morning ritual where you are putting on your moisturizer after cleansing and all that. But if you're really rushing and you're going, or you're not somebody who's really into a heavy makeup, it's not nighttime, you're not going out.
Right.
We call this a dash out the door. And what the dash out the door is, you want to do your foundation. That's done. You're then going to use a bronzer. Now, I know a bronzer on your skin, you're thinking, what?
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, it's not a very thick, heavy bronzer. It's a beautiful bronzer. I've gone through 4 of them already.
Okay.
I love them. And look how cute these little compacts are. I just gotta tell you. And then this compact is the bronzer. And just so you see,
That's not too dark for my skin tone.
nope. So underneath there, you can even keep a little brush. And it's got a
okay.
mirror. So this is our mini compact. But you wanna use what we call a kabuki brush,
Yes, ma'am.
which again, we sell these all in the set. And when you bronze, you won't put too much because you're light. You start out here,
Okay.
and you want to work almost like in a C there, and you want to bring it to the hairline. So you want to do this here. And what it's doing is this is just making your face come alive. So you're going to do it on both sides, bring it up like a C, and then quick, even just a little contouring.
And that little bit that you did is enough for both sides,
And
or
maybe,
okay.
or it's
Go-
really touch and feel with that.
Okay. So like painting, it's better to go in small layers.
Yes.
Okay.
Small layers like painting, and you want to start off first. You do one side. You say, "Oh, too much. I'm looking like I just came out of the islands," or light.
Okay.
And the light is just giving you a little bit of hint of color. And if you're really in a rush, you can even use this as an eyeshadow as well. You just make your brush a little tighter,
Really?
and then you do it like that. And we've all done that, right?
Oh,
We've all
sure.
done that with a blush and things like that. And boom, you're out the door.
So I think I knew. Need a little on the other side.
And you do it like a C so that you have more even coverage. And I bring it right up to the hairline. So it kind of really is blending into my skin, and it's not like I
look at
splashed
that.
it on there. So that is our bronzer. And it only comes in the one shade because it really does fit just about every skin tone. And it's just adding a hint. It's not shiny. It's not a very heavy, like over tan. I was in the tanning lamp too
Yeah.
long. It really is easy.
Like a healthy glow.
Healthy glow, exactly. So then you really wouldn't even need an eyeshadow. But if you wanted an eyeshadow, there's plenty of opportunities for different eyeshadows. This is the regular compact, and I love this one because it holds lipsticks, holds the
Ooh.
gloss and a lot of our regular lipsticks. And I'm just challenged, so you're gonna have to forgive me. But and it's a little dirty because I was using it, but you can mix and match this any which way because they're
Really?
magnetic. What's great about these cosmetics is that when you get them and you take them out of the packaging, the bottoms are magnetic, and so is the compact. So it actually sticks there, and it's not going to fall out every time or move. So you could either put 6 eyeshadows, you could put 2 blushes, 1 blush, and 3 eyeshadows, whatever you'd like to customize your palette.
So you're not stuck with what the manufacturer says has to be your color combination.
No, like if you wanted a triple combination, you can customize by ordering them each individually, and then change them
Wow.
out. Even just pop them out, just take a little
Sure.
finger, pop them out. And then there's room here for a mini brush, which I had on the way through it, and even the eyeshadow, things like that. But again, I like to use the bigger brushes that come with that. I find that it's just easier. So this is the blush brush. If
Okay.
I was going to use the brush.
Okay.
You don't have to, and I think right now with your look, you probably don't need that.
Okay.
But I tend to put a little rose blush on top of that, and then I also like to use the brushes for the eyeshadows, which I never realized makes such a huge difference.
Huge, yeah.
Huge difference. So even if you were to use a little shadow, but we're talking about dash out the door, so we're looking quick. But if you were to use a little shadow, you would then quickly use that
Okay.
for the full color, and then this one you would use for the, like,
Okay.
this. And I didn't realize there's a lot of different ways to apply eyeshadow depending on the type of eyes you have.
Oh.
I have deep set eyes. I was doing it all wrong. I was using the lighter color up here and the darker here, and that actually makes them more
yeah.
sunk in. I need to bring the color up more, the darker color up here and the
Okay.
lighter here to kind of reverse that.
I believe I have that as well too, like 'cause I have a very heavy
you have a
brown.
heavy
Okay.
brown like us. Maybe we have something else in common. But again, dash out the door. You want to be quick, so you put your foundation.
Okay.
The next thing you do is your bronzer.
Yep.
And that bronzer is beautiful. And if you want a little eyeshadow with it, you're good to go.
Okay.
Then you want to focus on